Waterfowl Lakes parking lot. Well, second time for Mt Chephren. Walk the hiking trail from the parking lot till you reach the bridge. Well, I'm on the trail, heading up towards Chephren Lake. Takes roughly about 20-30 minutes to get here. We are going this way. So you can expect a lot of this on the way to Chephren Lake. Very, very wet routes and muddy. Well, depends on what time of year you go, but it's probably going to be muddy and wet. Made it to Chephren Lake. There's Mt Chephren. Beautiful lake. How's Peak at the end? Well, the bugs are crazy here. So, just took me over an hour to get here. So just something to remember, that you might think you're a stud getting here this fast, but you still have all the bushwhacking. Well, it's a thin trail that kind of leads you into the forest, back out to the shore, before you even reach the boulder field. So keep that in mind, as it takes a while, probably about, if you're going really fast, anywhere from 2 to 4 hours to get to just the back of the lake before you start this giant. So, and then you have 1,700 meters of elevation gain, where in comparison Cascade Mountain has 1,380 meters. So significant, and 4 hours just to make it there. So it's a big one. Be prepared. The trail is rather wide here. You follow it on the left hand side of the lake. This water is safe to drink. It's right next to the path, so you know there's no, unless you're like hugging the shore, you can't miss this. Really good drinking water. Save you on weight getting here. And once you reach the spring, you're pretty much at the boulder field. You do a little traverse until you get over to the boulders over here. And then there you can see the moraine that I hug on the side and go up. Give you an idea of how long this boulder field is. Yeah, probably the heaviest backpack I've ever carried. Got a 2-pound sleeping bag in there, foamy, lots of clothes, food, and about, let's say, over 5 liters of fluid. Marks the end of the boulder field. Yeah. Stoked. One of the glaciers on Howes Peak, and its waterfalls coming from the glaciers. Rest in peace to the 3 climbers that passed away climbing that route. The east face. This was my bivy spot in 2018 when I first attempted Chephren. One more stream crossing. Just a beautiful shore to walk along. This beautiful glacier water. And then you see it. And it rises so high above you. Second stream crossing. If you can avoid crossing the 2 streams in the morning and bivvy somewhere over here, it'd be more ideal if you're going to do a 2-day trip instead of trying to cross those in the morning. Back on Mt Chephren. It took me about 4 hours to reach the back of the lake just before I head up beside the moraine here. Okay, so the easiest route from here is to go kind of around there and up to the grassy slope or hill. It's one way of knowing that there's bears in the area, although it looks pretty old. Big one. Crazy. It's a big slide. Wow. It's just moving. This was around the area I saw the grizzly back in 2019. See the grassy hill it looks shorter than it actually is. Getting to the rock. Oh, so beautiful. It's delicious. Multiple ways you can get up to the first cliff band. Just pick your line, get up there. Steep now. There is the rope on Chephren. What I did last time, which was pretty easy, was I just traversed maybe about 20 to 50 meters and then went up. So this is the weakness I found to scramble up. The traverse over from the rope is a little bit sketchy, but this is good terrain to go up. Okay, coming up that part, very, very tough. Way harder than the last time I remember. Holy, but I had a smaller pack. This one just too much weight, so I had to kind of put it on a ledge and scramble up and then pull up my pack. Difficult scramble. Some people might want a rope for beside the rope. So I couldn't get up the normal scramble route with my normal pack, so I'm doing the one scree-filled one. Safety first. Big impressive cliff bands up here. You can see the face. Oh, cool. See that? After you pass the snow down there, I could bypass it on the side. You come to this cream rock and go up. This is why you don't want to do this too early in the season, or else it's mountaineering. All that snow back there. Almost to the point where I can see White Pyramid and the scree trail up to the chute. There's White Pyramid. Right next to that snow patch will be my alternate descent route. Heading up to find the chute. Chute just ahead. Summit up there. Not long now. So Yeah, once you get out of the cliff bands and onto the shoulder, just follow it up to the scree path. There's a nice little cairn here that marks the entry. This is the entrance to the chute. Looks like there's a couple options. You could go left. When I went up the first time, I went right. So yeah, like I said, you can either go left, you can go right. I think easier terrain goes right. Make no mistake about it, still tough terrain coming up this chute on the right side. Another look at it. Yeah, tough, difficult. Out of the chute, heading up. I'll take this way and then up. Yay, more scrambling. Should get a view of the summit once I get up here. Cool. I think my theory of sunset, less smoke, is thrown out the window now. Summit Ridge right ahead. Yeah, there's the summit. Oh, so thankful. Right on. Woo! Darn it, there's the summit register up here. Oh well. Looks like I got a new Nalgene bottle. Time to go set up the bivy. Oh, this is so nice. Such a beautiful scree trail. As you can see, right there is where I'm looking at for my bivy spot. Right below White Pyramid and its glacier. Well, bivy spots don't get much better than this. Super flat. Yeah, room with a view, for sure. But I'm gonna build a little wind shelter here because it's a little bit windy. That's the wind shelter I built on my own last night. It did the trick. Packing up, it's like 5:30 in the morning. Really smoky. Feel it in my lungs. I had to come down there. Now I'm traversing over. summit, but still nice to see the sun set last night and the sunrise this morning. That red, smoky sun. Down there and around to the snow patch. Also a reminder on how loose this mountain is. It's so loose. Step with caution. Well, that's what you get for thinking that you can go down 5th class extreme exposed scrambling with the big pack. So with 2 ropes here, I lowered my pack down with one and came down the one with the knots with the other. That was pretty sketchy. But I got it done. Now I can head down safely. I'm past the toughest parts. What a monster. Oh, baby marmot. Cool. The descent goes pretty fast. You kind of just zigzag your way down through boulders until you reach the grass, and then it's just a hill. Oh, she was sight for sore eyes. My stash Gatorade. Almost down to the lake. Second stream crossing. I find it's always just better to stay close to the lake. Gonna get wet probably anyways. So it took me just over 4 hours to get down to the lake, and once you start the boulder field here, it'll take about 3 hours or so to get back to waterfowl lakes. So it's a long trip. Happy to bivy on the mountain though, between Pyramid and Chephren. And it's Chephren, pronounced with a K, not Chephren. Everybody calls it Chephren though. Long boulder field starts there, all the way past that little bump. So calm, the lake. Can really cruise on these boulders when it's dry, not like yesterday when it was wet from the rain. This marks the end of the boulder field, and also a tricky part as you have to kind of go through the bush on the shore and then go down to shore, follow it around to that kind of big rock there, and then up and around and traverse over to back to the forest. Now it's hard to believe that there's a trail here, but there is. At least it's not wet this time. Yeah, there's a lot of going back and forth from this to the rocks next to the lake. Yes, this is preferred for sure. Almost at the start of the lake, if you're coming from the campground. Alright, now that I'm almost back, little little time to reflect on this trip. It's about 9 hours, or sorry, 8-hour descent. It was about 10-11 hour ascent yesterday with the heavy pack, and finding the right spots to scramble with such a big pack. A lot of the spots that I scrambled before were waterfalls, water trickling down from the snow melting above. Last time I did it was in September of 2019, so there was no snow left. So yeah, August 3rd, yesterday when I did it, today August 4th, there's still a lot. So difficult scramble, takes a long time to make it. A lot of people do the bivy. Yeah, just be careful. Hopefully this video helps people out. Alright. Back at last.